Hi everyone, it's Alana, the mental Knitja. Hiya, coming at you from Bay City, Michigan. It has been, ooh, that was loud, sorry. It has been a very, very long time since I have recorded. And all I have to say is mental health. The last time I recorded was on June 30th, 2022. Even after that, I did like a mental health check in. I was not doing too well, y'all. I was not. Definitely doing a lot better now. So that's good. So what I would like to do today is just jump right into the knitting because knitting makes me happy and I want to just give you an update on what I've been doing since then and the things that I've gotten done, maybe show you some things. I'll throw some pictures up. Stuff like that. All right. So, June 30th, 2022. I went through and I looked. And from then until the end of the year, like December 31st, 2022, I had finished one blanket. Now, don't get excited. It was for my dog. So, um, 11 pairs of socks, 3 tops, and I will be talking about those. 12 hats, a coffee mug cozy, a dice bag, like a D&D dice bag, a stingray, a seahorse, 2 hair bows, a squish, like a stuffed peen, a corset, a shawl, a Pokemon called Electrode, one like gift bag, which is pretty cool, a doll, and some Christmas ornaments. I did some trees, I did some stars, and I did some gnomes. Really, really cute. Love them. I am going to show you some things today. So that's what I really want to kind of start off with is some of my more exciting makes from before 2023. The first one is the Superstitious pullover. Y'all know that I was working hard on this. Okay, maybe not super hard. There was a couple months where I didn't work on it. But once I like finally got it, and you guys, there's dog hair all over this. I have been wearing it, and my dog for some reason just loves this yarn. But here it is, the Superstitious pullover by Michael Sean. I started it on February 10th of 2022, and I finished it on September 29th of 2022. I did put a hood on it, and I did some shorter sleeves, and it's more of a crop, like it's right to like where my pants come up to. I love it. People compliment me on it a lot. I went out to the bar the other night with my boyfriend, and someone's like, "Oh my gosh, where'd you buy your sweater?" I was like, "I made it." So there's that one. I did finish my Joe's Perfect Slipper Socks. I was very, very happy to get these done. I have been wanting to do these for quite some time. Now, I will tell you, um, it is fingering weight held double, so a DK weight. And I started these on August 14th and finished them on October 12th. I will tell you that honestly, the first one I got done in 2 days, and then the second one it just like took me forever to just get it back on going. And that is by Cozy Up Knits. I did get the gypsy bodice done. Now I will show you a picture. I love it, and I want to wear it constantly. The yarn is the yarn that I got from my boyfriend for my birthday, and I was very, very excited because he got me tons of things that I like, and I've never had a boyfriend who did that without me like asking him to buy me things. But anyway, I digress. Sorry. I might talk a lot about him because I really, really like him. So the Gypsy Bodice is by Twisted Twig Crochet. Oh, also, my boyfriend crochets. Twisted Twig Crochet. I started on November 3rd and finished it on November 8th. Y'all, it went fast. And there are some other vacations I want to make. Like, for example, you'll see that it like kind of sticks up here. I kind of want to make it more like curved here, and then I'll start the tie things right here. And also the straps are so big. I have small shoulders, y'all. I have small shoulders. The straps are so big, so I would like to make smaller ones. I do want to make this again. And I think it would be perfect for October because I want to make a costume. And it would actually be perfect for the costume that I'm hoping to make. The next thing that I finished up was the Throwing It Back shawl by Cozy Up Knits. Now, I do have this one right here because I love it so, 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 so much. To where I'm even thinking that, sorry, backwards. I'm even thinking that I might make another one just because of how much I love it. I don't know. We'll see. So this was their mystery knit along for the beginning of 2020, or no, for the end. No, beginning of 2022. So it started on December 31st, 21, and I finished it on November 9th, 2022. The part that I had to finish, you guys, it only took me 2 days to finish it. When I got it, when I like pulled it back out, and I was like, I'm going to get this done before this year's MKL because I love Cozy Up Knits, and I love doing their mystery knit-alongs. This is this year, 2023, is the third one I've done, right? Something like that. But I love them. And third one in a row, by the way. But I love them. And, like, I was like, I gotta get this done. And got it done in 2 days. This just goes to show that, like, some things you just need to put away. Some things you're just not ready to finish yet. Or maybe you're not ready to finish at all. Maybe you don't even want it on the needles anymore. And I will be talking about that here shortly. So that was the last thing I wanted to mention. I got a lot of socks done. One other thing. I did finish my Make 9 2022. Here it is. This was the board I used for my Make 9 2022. I did finish it all, and I finished it all, I want to say by the end of November, because the bodice, or the Gypsy Bodice, was on there. Joe's Perfect Slipper Socks, the Superstitious pullover. All those things were on there, and I got them finished. And if you see me look down, I am looking at the book. You saw me waving in the beginning. Because I wrote down. Okay. So, that is our 2022 out of the way. Now, let's get you guys caught up to my 2023. After I check this text message. Okay. So, there are a few things that I have finished in 2023 already. There's only... Technically, there was only one thing... Okay. In all actuality, I should say, there is only one thing that I carried over from 2022 over into 2023. And that's because I had this thing on the needles. We were going out to a New Year's Eve party, and my son looked at me and said, "Mom, you don't have any knitting to bring." I was like, "No, I don't." I was like, "No cast-ons, because the one I had on was color work, and I wasn't going to sit there doing color work at a New Year's Eve party. And he's like, you should cast on me some socks. Cast me on some socks. And that way I'll have socks from 2022 and 2023 when you're finished with them. And I was like, okay. So technically I have those. You'll see them in a bit. Anyway, so I had the Cryptid Cowl by Jamie Lomax. I cast it on November 24th, and I finished it on January 18th. Here is the Cryptid Cowl. This one, the pattern, so good, by the way. She has it where you can do double, like double it. And she has 3, so technically you're getting 6 patterns because of the double, but you could also do it single. And then you get, then you get the, Loch Ness Monster, you get Bigfoot, and you get Mothman. Like, what? I think it was only like $6. Don't quote me on that, but it's on Ravelry, and I'll have my Ravelry link down below too, so you can go check it out. But anyway, so I got that done. The next thing that I finished up was a Knit a Rabbit. I know you saw mine last year. I think I knit one, but I also knit one this year. It was knit as a gift, so obviously I don't have it. For my friend / tattoo artist daughter. I did that for her birthday. And I started that. And that's by Patton's Australia. I started that on January 18th and finished it on January 21st. It honestly would have went a lot faster, but the yarn, for some reason, so the first one I made went really, really fast, and it was so nice to work on. Like, even though it was on very small needles on a very tight gauge, it was still nice because I used like that silky velvet stuff. This one I used fuzzy stuff, like Hygge, something like that, Hygge. I used that, and oh, it hurt my hands. Something awful. But yeah, so got that done, though, still in a couple days. The next thing that I got done was my Mini-Me 2023 MCAL with Cozy Up Knits. It started on January 1st, and I seriously got it finished on February 1st. I was super happy for myself, and it's on me. I even blocked it. I'm very happy because it's like you can wear it like either side. You can wear it either side. Like, there's not a wrong way and a right way to wear the one I made. And I'm happy because I have Lopsided Crafter in there. I have Mace of Skeins in there. I have some of, like, my daughter's and my son's first socks I ever made. I still had extras from there, and that was, like, 12 years ago. But, yeah, this is 12-year-old yarn in there. And then some more Lopsided Crafter. I forgot what some of these other ones are from. But, yeah, and that one's Lopsided Crafter, too. I have a lot of Lopsided Crafter in here, but I love her, and I know that she just got a new job, so she hasn't been, dyeing yarn as much, but I'm gonna have to message her and see what she's got. Erica's really nice, and I love her. So the next thing I finished were the Beehive Socks by Nicole Dunlop, also known as Mountain Mist Yarns. She's super, super cool. I like her. She's very, very talented. And here's the socks. They were a test knit. I started them on January 27th and finished them on February 8th. And I made them for Susie, my tattoo artist, because she loves bees. And I used Lopsided Crafter's It colorway from her mystery mystery skein that she had for Stephen King. And then also some linden wool out of the colorway Ludo. And it just like perfect. And the thing is, I only had like 60 grams of it left. And I only have 10 grams left. And yeah, they're really, really nice. I love them. She loves them. She's really happy. So the next thing I finished was the Empowering Beanie by Justina Lorkowska. I started it on February 2nd and ended it on February 9th. And I do have it. I'm not going to put it on. This was my, like, new to me. I'm in the Love and Stitches membership. And for February, we were doing something that's new. So I did 2 new things. One, it has a folded brim. And I've never done that I can remember. Like, in my head, for some reason, I kept on just getting these flashes of me already doing this, like deja vu. But I don't actually, like, remember. I just kept on feeling deja vu. So, I don't know. And I didn't see anything on my Ravelry. I did go through my Ravelry and everything. I've put everything in my Ravelry for a while. But, so, it has a lot of these little, like, 1x1 cable things. And also, sorry, I used mohair for my first time, too. So, 2 new things. Mohair and a folded brim. Very, very happy with this. I bought this kit, like, maybe a year and a half ago from my local yarn store called A Piece of You. And I still have some left. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I have enough to do fingerless mitts. But I might. We'll see. So the next thing I made is this skull market bag. I shortened the pattern because I wanted to make something that was fast and easy for my boyfriend for his Valentine's gift. So I can put things in it. Because guess what? I forgot to buy a bag. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make something because he really, really appreciates homemade things. He really does. Like last year, 2 of the hats that I made were for him. And he wears them all the time. So it is crochet. It is crochet. It's by Wendy D. Adovia. Adovia. It's linked in the Ravelry. I started that on February 13th and finished it on February 13th. It was really fast. I did it in cotton. It was nice. He loves it. And in fact, like a week later, I went to his work to visit him. And it was sitting there hanging there. He was using it as a bag to carry things. And that made me so happy to see something I made him, you know. I love when I see him wear a hat. Even like the other day when we went to the bar. When the lady's like, no, you didn't make that sweater. I'm like, yeah, I did. He's like, yeah, she also made this hat. And pulled the hat out of his pocket. I loved it. So the next thing I finished was the Age of Brass and Steam kerchief. But I actually just followed the pattern to make the shawl. And it turned out very, very nice. I made it for my therapist. I started it on February 11th and finished it on the 18th. And I used all the leftovers from this. I had a little bit left of the orange. I had a little, like, not a little bit. I had, like, a lot left of the orange. I had 171 grams left of the orange. So I still had a full skein and then 71 grams. And then I had a lot left of the green. Or not a lot, like some. And I had a little bit left of the brown. In fact, it might be up here somewhere. I don't know. It's a mess full of yarn. Y'all, I'm sorry. So you'll see by the picture I posted that I did it in orange, and then I did like little accents of the orange and green. And then at the bottom, when I like finished up the orange and I still had a few more like rows, I just did it with the green. It still looks amazing, and my therapist loved it. So another thing that I made was this hat. My daughter's girlfriend bought her a flower for Valentine's Day, and then she gets home, she's like, Mom, she bought you something too. I'm like, oh, that's sweet. And she bought me this yarn. They were 2 little kits. That 2 kits, they were for kids loom knit. Like, honestly, it's a little bit thicker than a worsted weight yarn. And so I just threw it on, I think I did this size 5s for the ribbing, and then size 7s maybe for the top. And I just did a little design in there. If you guys want the pattern, just reach out to me. Really easy. So I started this on February 20th and ended on the 23rd, February 23rd. Then I had some leftover. I was like, I'm not going to be able to really do anything with what's left over. And I was like, I can do anything with leftovers. I made some fingerless mitts that have the same design details. And this was like the very end of the yarn. Sorry, I'm looking around here because I have these little like pockets in my breakfast table that I use for this. And I usually throw my extras in the pockets, but I think I might have thrown that away because it was like so small. Such a small amount. But look. Look. Now ask me, am I going to wear these? Do I wear fingerless mitts? I don't. But they're super cute, right? Maybe I should gift them to Blair's friend. At least the mitts. I really like the hat. The hat is super cute, y'all. I don't know. Maybe eventually I will get into wear fingerless mitts. I mean, y'all, it's snowing so bad right now. It is the 27th of February. I mean, it is Michigan, you guys. So, I'm not dumb. I know it's going to snow here until sometimes even April. But we just got done having a big storm. And this weekend coming up, I'm supposed to be going on a little trip. Anyway, I digress a million times during this episode. So the next thing that I finished was, real quick, the Empowering Beanie is on my 2023 Make 9 board. I will pull that up here in a second because there's something else I want to talk about. After, maybe I should do it here in a second and then I'll go through my whips. Anyway, 2023 Make 9 board. First thing I got finished so far. Now this year I did do 2 boards. I'm only gonna do one. I did a sock board because there's a lot of socks that I want to make this year, and I did like just a regular board. For next year, I'm thinking instead of doing like an items that I want to make board. I mean, maybe I'll still do that, but I also want to do a board of yarn, like stash yarn that I want to make. Like that I want to use up. We'll see. We will see. Okay, so the next thing I finished were these mock cable foot sweaters. They are, oh no! They're by the Indecisive Crafter, which her name is Amanda, but I can never remember Amanda's last name, so give me a second. And I know Amanda because she's part of the Love and Stitches membership, and when she came out with these, she was in the membership, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, you called them foot sweaters. She's like, yeah, my father-in-law named them. I was like, this is the best, and I want to make them. Well, I just never casted them on, and then look at. So I got this one sock done in less than 24 hours. Okay, her last name is Pasco. Linked in my Ravelry. Um, anyway, I got one sock done in less than 24 hours. And then I casted on the second sock. Okay? And then I went like 3 days without knitting on the socks. And I, like, when I casted on the second sock, I got all the way past the heel done, and so I just had the foot and the toe. And then finally I was like, on the 25th, because February 20th to the 25th, I was like, I need to just finish those socks. I want them. Let's finish them. And so I just grabbed them and went. But yeah, look at there. Woo. Isn't that so cute? I love it. I love it, Amanda. I love it. She put me on her Insta stories and it made me feel special. It did. It made me feel so special. Okay. So next, I need to pull out my knitting journal. And I have to dig through all this stuff knitting journal. I found my bullet journal. And I swear I put my knitting journal over here, but y'all, you're gonna be seeing all this stuff here shortly. But found it. It was under my whips. Okay, knitting journal. All right, so I am going to post my pictures of my grids. Okay, so I have a list of my make nines. So the first make nine is just a lot of different things that I want to make for the year. And then my Make 9 2023, my second Make 9 2023 one is just socks. So on my regular Make 9 board, I have Halloween Witch with Cauldron by Olga Kemaris. I have the Staycation Shorts by Ashleigh Kanachi. The Crafty Carrying Case by Tamara Kelly. A Gengar, which is in my Pokemon book by Sabrina Summers. I have the Empowering Beanie on there by Justina Larkowska, which I finished that, like you saw. I have a cat sweater crochet by Emma from Alaska Crochet Company. And I have something to talk about with that here in a moment. That's why I'm talking about this first. I have my Big Comfy Ribbed Cardi by Jessica Reeves Potas. Yeah, can't say it. It's linked. Twisted Witch's Hat by Stephanie Pocarney. And the Dinotopia Stocking by Mary P. Hunt. That's on that Make 9. On the Make 9 2023 Socks Edition, I have the Fox Socks by Laura Pocolinen. The Road to Home Socks by the Crazy Sock Lady, Kay Litton. I have Socks for Dumbledore by Kay Litton as well. The Oh My Paws and Whiskers by Elaine Specht. The Obligatory PSL, which is by Christina Kerchief, another person who is in the Love and Stitches membership. I want those so bad. Anyway. The Mock Cable Foot Sweaters by Amanda Pascal, which you just saw them. Those are the ones I finished. The Scatterby Socks by Amanda Stringer. The Ona, which is on page 213 of the 52 Weeks of Sock book. And the Meandros, which is on page 38 of the Operation Sock Drawer book. So that's what I have on my Make 9. Now, I want to go back to the crochet the crochet cat sweater. And the reason why I want to bring this up is actually because my son, that was supposed to be for my son. And the thing is I had wanted to put the Montrealer on there for a sweater for my son. But then he's like, Mom, I want cats. And I was like, I can't find any sweater right now for cats that I want. I was like, do you want this crochet cat? I mean, it's a great pattern. Don't get me wrong. It's like, it's that one that looks like the Afghan that everyone was crocheting with all the like cats. Well, you know what? I think I haven't actually frogged it yet. So I did hook it up. Luckily, not all the way. And I did that. And then I was like, yesterday, day before yesterday. Yeah, day before yesterday. I sat down with my son. I was like, listen, I am not feeling this. I'm not feeling this cat sweater at all. I just feel like it's going to look boxy. It's not, and my little guy he's a stocky guy. He's got like shoulders and like he's like squared. But like it wasn't going horrible. It just wasn't what I wanted to work on either. I hooked it up. I got this far and I put it away and I didn't touch it again. And I kept on beating myself up over not pulling it out. I just kept on beating myself up. And finally, on Saturday, I was like, buddy, oh, you know what? I was like, why do I smell roast? I put a roast in the crock pot this morning. Completely forgot about it. That's the joys of crock pot cooking. Gonna have to put some potatoes and stuff in there soon. But I can't believe I did that. Anyway. So, sat down and talked to him. I said, listen, I really want to make the Montrealer. And by Design by Dells. And I showed him what it looked like. I showed him the pocket, the hood, and everything. Oh, he's like, oh yeah, I like that, but I really want cats. I said, you know what? How about I take the cats from the Superstitious pullover and I put it in the Montrealer. Because, when we be knitting for a very long time, we can do that stuff, right? This has to be all taken out, but I just put it in the bottom. Actually, I'm going to put it over there because now I put it weird in here. Oh, no, I can still do it. Okay, I just don't want it all over the place. Anyway. So, he was okay with that. And that will bring me, I'll show that as my first whip. Is the Montrealer by Design by Dells. I casted this on right once he gave me the go-ahead. And after I got the back shaping done, because there's a small amount of back shaping, it's not a lot, and it's very, very easy, and he's so thorough. It's wonderful. I mean, tons of people have made this sweater, and every time I see them make it, I just want more. I just wanted to make it more and more. But so here is the cats. I'll be done soon with the cats. I just realized did I just not put my stitch marker or my stitch holders? Yeah. I've been putting these things on them and I just didn't this time. But I need to because I need to go to, the reason why I haven't really worked on it today, number one, I've been doing a lot of videos today. Number two is because I need to go to the store and see if I can get a longer cord. This is only a 32 and I definitely need like a 40 or even a 46. I'll see what they have. It is snowing like crazy. Anyway, so that's the Montrealer. So instead of having that cat sweater on there, I'm using it as a filler for a cat sweater and not that cat sweater. So to me, this is still part of my make 9. So that makes me happy that I have that on my make 9. So the socks that Xander had me cast on for him, I am doing the Magic Heel socks by the Autumn Acorn. Listen, y'all. Oh, that's why I couldn't find my Knitja. That shows you how long it's been since I pulled this out. I put him on here because it's Xander's little ninja. I was looking for him to put on the sweater, but it's on Xander's socks. So these are the ones that Xander had me cast on for New Year's Eve. This is all I've gotten done, and it's crazy because it's February 27th. But I just haven't been feeling like doing them. I mean, it's not that it's bad, it's just, I don't know, for some reason, it's just easier for me to be like, oh, let's make a heel. But, like, this is a tube, and you're just putting in, like, the special heel, but you're still making, like, the full tube. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I made a pair already for him. He already has one pair, and he likes those. And I made a pair for my daughter with the magic heel in them. And they turned out great. They both love them. But for some reason, that's just taking forever. I keep on thinking, do I want to frog it? I really don't want to frog it. I'm honestly finding that I do not want to frog it. I just want to use it as my carrying around knitting. Everything else isn't vanilla. This is the only vanilla type socks I have that I can just carry around. And that's kind of what I've been doing with it. It's just like taking it to therapy, taking it to the stores and stuff in case I get anxious, that I can have something to fiddle with my hands. Things like that. Okay, so next, and this is interesting. So when I decided to put this on my make 9, it is the My Big Comfy Ribbed Cardi by Jessica Reeves. I didn't know that. Who just came out with one? Andrea Mari? Or Hohi Locatelli? One of them. I swear, one of them just came out with a big one. I didn't know they were even doing that, and I had already, like, look, I got the whole back panel done. Whole back panel done for this. Turning out great. Out of the avocado colorway in the Brava Bulky from Knit Picks. And I got the first panel. I got the first panel on. I mean, I just need to sit down and whip it out. So there is that. And then I have, and I'll tell you, just so you know, like these I casted on in January. But then this last week I've had cast on itis, and that's why I've done a lot of things in this last week too. But anyway, so the shark bait socks from Emma Bernunes is another thing I am working on. I don't have a lot done. My cousin wanted me to make them for her daughter. And I had to go to the yarn store. And there's this DK weight, but I'm hoping that I can use it. Well, I'm not hoping. I am. I am using it at fingering weight level. I mean, it's cute though. It's gonna be sharks. I just haven't worked on it in a while, which makes me feel bad because my cousin bought me the yarn to make them for her daughter. But I'll get them done. I will get them done. It's just, sometimes you just can't, Sometimes it's just one of those things where you just can't. Hold on. Okay. So the next thing I've been working on this a lot. I haven't worked on it in like 2 or 3 days since I got the main portion done. But it's called the Fairy Queen Coat by Earth Tricks. It is a crochet project. And I am making this for... I went to school with a girl in high school. And she messaged me and asked me if I would make her daughter her prom outfit because she wanted something different than what other kids would be having. So I have made this Fairy Queen coat. In fact, she messaged me just a screenshot of this. She found it on Google. And then I just put it... I searched, I don't even know how I found it. I think I did, a backward search because she just screenshot it and sent it to me. Did, a backward search and found that it was on Ravelry. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I said I can make you that exact coat. But yeah. The only thing is, because of so I had my daughter try it on because she's about the same size. They're the same age, about the same size, except for the front here, the chest. She said that the arms were kind of tight, and so I had done up the arms up here with just some single crochet stitches. So I took it all out, and then I did kind of how you would do a crochet as you go on granny squares, just using the pattern, and put an extra 2 rows. But she still said it's still a little tight. But then I'm looking now, which I don't know why I didn't do this before. The reason why it's tight is because this is the edges. My edges are very uniform. I mean, that's what you want, but... Anyway, and she wanted the mini, these are the mini bell sleeves. It comes with all these options. It was $10 maybe, $8, $10, something like that. But it comes with all these options. Now, I will say that the pattern, I'm thinking about reaching out to the writer of the pattern because there were some mistakes that I did find in the pattern that would definitely throw off a newer crocheter. So I am planning on making at least 2 more of these, to be honest. I love it. I love it so much. I want a rainbow one. And I use a worsted weight, but because it says you can use any weight, So I use worsted weight because I wanted to keep costs low for them. And it's easy to find acrylic worsted weight stuff. But you can use any size. I'm thinking about going DK weight for myself. But so Blair said that the arms were tight, but then the bottom is all huge. I don't know. We'll have to see. We will have to see how it turns out for her. The only thing I have left on this is I did make the hood. So I got the hood right here because it has a hood. I need to do the trim, and of course attach the hood. And there's also a corset back. I'm pretty sure she's going to want the corset back. And then I will be crocheting her a skirt and a top to go along with it. I have plans in my bullet journal, or not cast on, hook on, because it's crochet. I will be putting them on the hooks tomorrow. That is the plan anyway. So anyway, the next thing I have is another thing for Xander. I have 3 things for Xander. Nothing for Blair. And I said that to Blair too. I said, Blair, I don't have anything on the needles for you. She's like, that's okay, Mom. I'm like, it doesn't feel okay. Okay. So the next thing is my own pattern that I'm doing. Basically, it is going to be a Chromebook bag. So it is granny square, and then I fold it as an envelope. I am going to be putting lining on it, and then it'll come down like this, and it'll hook together, and it's going to have a strap. Here is a granny stripe that I made, a granny stripe square. That is going to be for a pocket because he wants a pocket so he can throw his phone and his charger in it. So this is basically done. Like, the crochet portion of this is done. I just have to iron out the fabric, sew on the fabric, and then fold it in together, sew up the crochet portion, and then I have to put the straps, which I'm thinking I'm just going to get some of those pre-made straps from Joann Fabrics or something, because I don't want it to be stretchy. But so I'm going to get those straps, and I'm going to get my girlfriend Rowan has a clasp for him. All right. So next is my daughter has a friend named Avril, and she has a mom named Christina, and Christina is pretty awesome, and she is one of my friends now, and it makes me happy. So I found this yarn that I really like. Dude, what size is this? Is this a 23? Or 23. Is this a 32? You guys, I know I shouldn't just be stopping, but if this is a 40, because I thought I had a 40 and I couldn't find it. Did I put it on here? Come on. It is. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch these out. Anyway, Christina's becoming one of my friends, and I have this yarn in my stash. And I thought it matched her, so I cast it on the Lionberry. It's free. It's by Novelle of Endor. And I just got a few rows done. I think it's 20 that I got done. 21. But her birthday is... Oh my gosh! Oh, no. Okay. Her birthday's tomorrow. I thought it was today. I was like, no, oh my gosh, I didn't say it. I'm talking to her and I didn't even say it. Anyway, no, her birthday's tomorrow. Tomorrow's her birthday. It's definitely not going to be done by tomorrow. But I cast it on. The next thing I cast it on yesterday. And this is one of the socks from the Make 9 board, from the Sock Make 9 board. It's called the Scatter By Socks. Amy Stringer. Look. Y'all, it's a free pattern. Go get it and do it with me. It's so pretty. And this yarn is by um, Ritz Fiber. Now, some of you might not know that Kelly Ritz has passed away. She actually passed away, I think, at the end of November or something like that. And at first, I wasn't going to use any of the yarn. But I was like, that would just like, I don't know, it just wouldn't. She was so talented. And she was so nice. And she was a good person. And yeah, I'm happy that I'm using her yarn for these socks. And it's perfect. I mean, the yarn is perfect. Look at that. The yarn is perfect for this pattern. So I'm very happy that I get to use her yarn. And I get to think about her and stuff. And so that's actually, it's sad, but I'm glad that I have some good memories with her. So the next thing I want to show is my, why is that? Oh, I was sitting on my monsters. I am doing a hedgehog like cross stitch / embroidery thing. Maybe I should take it out of the hoop so you guys can see it. Oh. Oh, where did I just drop that? Why do I do these things, y'all? There it is. Let's pop it out. Here's what it looks like. So, I'm working on that. I have been wanting to work on another cross stitch though, because so I bought this whole kit. It's a whole like blanket kit because back in the day, my great grandmother, this is how she taught us how to sew. Was actually by kits just like this, and I think she even might have had this kit like back in the 90s. Or at least something similar. But, so I kind of bought it for nostalgia purposes. So I kind of want to have it for when I'm thinking of Grandma. And, I'm thinking of her. I'll sit there and sew on it, but I really want an actual cross stitch. I mean, that's still actual cross stitch, but I mean like a 14 count fabric cross stitch or something, But yeah. So that is the last of my whips. And that now brings us into life. Life be crazy, y'all. Life be crazy. And that's okay. That's okay that life be crazy. It hasn't been like a bad crazy. I think my last episode, like, I had like a whole nother girlfriend. And I ended up breaking up with her. I was really, really sad about that. But some things had happened that I felt weren't okay. And, then I started hanging out with a really close friend of mine. We had been friends for like 7 years, 8 years. And basically it was like a whirlwind of awesome. We were just having a good time together, and we wanted to be together. We wanted to date. And then the day before my birthday, he asked me, well, he was like, we already are just us, like you and I. We're together. Like, it's been like that since then. He's like, but I want to officially, like, ask you to be my girlfriend. And I'm like, of course. And on Valentine's Day, he got me a promise ring. Nice. And that made me very happy. And he brought me pictures of us together. And just like, things are so awesome. I've never been this happy before with someone. And it just keeps on getting better and better. And that's nice. It's nice because I've never had that before. And yeah. That's life, I guess, right? Now, mental health is still crap. Mental health is still crap. But you know what the thing is he actually understands it. He gets it. And he's there for me. I am lucky. Not just because I have him, but I seriously have some awesome friends who just have been there for me for a very long time. Some for over 30 years. And I'm 37. So, but I'm going to try to make sure it doesn't go this long without talking to you guys again. If you have any questions about anything, you can comment down below, or you can email me at alannahmae@gmail.com. My Instagram is one of the best places to get me, which is at Bojo Crafting Alana. I do have a Tiki I post on there quite often, and I had been posting on there through the time I wasn't on here on YouTube. So definitely hit me up. All right. Thanks. Bye.